the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this. At their own 19-yard line.
Move 15. 56.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
56, right there, 56. It's just me and you. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Alert. Let's go.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He lets it fly from Lockett. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Seahawks.
Green 80.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
This is Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Wilson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes there's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Fielded about a yard deep. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go,
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
2. You got 3 down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Breida. There he goes left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can grab as many home games as possible.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Alert, alert, alert.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, come on.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is fielded at the 7. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On first down, here's Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch twist. Watch the edge. Shoot.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Come on.
On third down, a run from Breida. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Alert 3.
Kill.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
25.
Safety creep.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this is a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Mike 51, Mike 51. All right, T, let's all right, T.
Hey, Charlie.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. Come on, boy.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Watch the run, watch the run. Go, Mike 51.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Here we go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
13, General West, 2.
Go!
Flag!
There's Garoppolo to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. They'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
Big boy can run.
Here we go. 180!
54. I know he ain't got it.
21. Here we go. Set hut.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop.
Here we go.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Lock. 12, fellas. Here we go. Mike 51.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Lock.
Mike 51.
Hey, Delta.
Situation, let's go. Hey, Mike 51. Exit.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
Get ready.
11. Jam.
On second down, it's Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
13. 5.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
11.
Come on, QB, come on.
On first down, it's Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now it's Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 54. 6. Rush in. Check 6. Pull it high. Check 3. Set hot.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Here we go. Like 20.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear the special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Come crowd. Flag. Defense, let's go. Go. 51's the Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Watch the curl.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. It's caught by Coleman. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Mike, 54. Left, 54. You don't want nothing.
36 power.
Hey, you don't want to
Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 33. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11. Pilot, 64, weak.
Slam.
Go ahead.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
It's a party now.
21.
51 to Mike, boys.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Come.
Bravo.
Army. 51 to Mike. What we got?
Back to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
21.
Don't get nervous. Hey, Mike 51. Now watch run.
They'll look to throw. escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's fourth down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
We own them. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
It's our time. It's our time.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game.
Wants to pass.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that